The Virgo woman is not here for your emotions. The Virgo woman is here for your betterment. You may not like exactly what she's saying, but the way that she's leading is with logic. Now, if logic is not for you, you're never going to have a clue of how she feels about you, but you have to watch her deeds, her actions, the way that she looks at you, but it's behind the mechanics of how she understands you. You may be tapped in spiritually. She could be tapped in spiritually, but how she's going to understand you is going to be the mechanics of what makes you you. And if you're not so concerned about the habits that you have, then you're not going to connect deeply with the Virgo woman because she deals with analytics. Your habits outweigh you. Now, she may be sarcastic at times, and if you take it too seriously, then you just get in too seriously with the Virgo. But most times, she's studying your habits and she knows what's best for you. Even when you think that, well, I can't relate that with you, Virgo. I'm trying to tell you that and you don't listen. It's because you're not looking at her mechanics. You're not thinking about the best for her. You're making an emotional suggestion that she should do this, but she's been studying your habits so she knows exactly what you should not be eating or who you should not be hanging out with. Why are you in that career when you can excel over there? Why do we have to live in this environment when there's a better environment financially? Why are we invested in this? Why we're not invested in that? Why do we have to entertain that? She's looking at the mechanics about everything in her environment. And if you are part of her environment and she lets you in her environment and you're in a relationship with the Virgo, you're going to have to understand that her emotions are behind her suggesting what is best for you and the relationship. She has empathy, she has emotions, but she leads with logic. But logic is not just going to define the Virgo woman. It's going to be practicality, which means she understands order and structure. So when she does say something, it's order. It makes sense. It definitely aligns to your mind. Now, she's dealing with the holistic part of astrology. So even if she taps into spirituality, she knows how to connect with you emotionally. That's only if you open up, which means you have to take in her reasoning. If you can't take in her reasoning, she's not going to connect with you emotionally. Virgos do have emotions, but you have to follow her reasons. She's not going to open up emotionally if you can reason with her. Reason. Understand some solutions that she gives you. And if you give her a solution, you better have your homework done. Make it make sense. If you can make it make sense and she can follow the pattern about her habits that she may not see because she's too busy trying to help you, then she will agree. But you can't just jump out and say this, that, and that because you're making an emotional suggestion. It does not work like that. And if you don't tap into that logical part of your mind, being able to put things in patterns so they align to some conclusion that the Virgo woman can see, because she has to see the plan. If she does not see your plan, she's not going to be comfortable with your plan. But she knows her plan works if you understand about work. Yes, love may feel like work with Virgo. If you put in the work, it will feel not like work eventually. And you feel like it's perfect, even though it's not perfect. You feel like we have perfection here. But she's not going to just give you empathy easily if you don't see her reasoning first. She wants you to respect the fact that she put in the work. It's not just logic all day. That's air sign stuff. She is logical, but however, she is a person that loves reasoning. She's going to reason with her own mind. She's going to reason with your mind. She's going to reason with the environment. She's going to reason with whatever possibility. She's going to reason with the past, with the present, and the future to see what is the best conclusion for our family. Now, if you can't reason with her mind, she's not going to open up. You're not going to get no empathy out of her because it's under development, which means there are stages with her. So if you can show her that you can reason, you will get some emotion out of her. You may get so much emotion, you may not even know Virgo had it. They have it. You just need to show her that you can understand her mind, and then the Virgo will open up. But however, you're not going to have her confined to being emotional all day, which means when it's time to get things done, she is very practical. She could be emotional in the bedroom, emotional while you're cuddling up, emotional while you're watching movies and going places. But when it's time to keep the relationship going in the area where the Virgo woman wants it to be, emotions are done. She's emotional about you, but the choices she's going to make for you are not emotional choices. They're not. They're not. So if you understand her reasoning, then you will have something that feels like perfection. But you have to understand the Virgo mind. And sometimes she may be sarcastic, but that's fine. Understand her.